Hey everybody, welcome to the Fallout Wasteland Warfare RPG Battle Reports. Today I'm going to be playing a beginning of a short series, basically a narrative series of linked missions in the Fallout Wasteland Warfare miniature game, combining the RPG rules with the battle rules. If you haven't watched my previous series, I basically introduced the AI rules and went through the 3 AI scenarios that are available from Modiphius' website. What I'm doing now is I'm actually writing a short RPG series, a narrative, for once the PCs have put together a settlement and something occurs. So it's a short story. Think of it like when you're playing Fallout and something like some NPC runs up to you and you get given a quest, the quest giver arrives. Not Preston Garvey telling you have to go to the next settlement. So to set the scene, the PCs have been woken up basically by flashes of light and the crack of laser rifles in the middle of the night, and something's occurring outside the walls of the settlement. So having to leave the settlement, Dash, Angel, and Labatts are basically investigating what's going on, and they encounter a lone that looks like just scavenger, pinned down by advancing hostiles. It's so dark they can barely see. There are some special rules to reflect that, and the PCs have to decide to basically investigate what's going on. They have to defend their settlement, and this person is clearly under attack by hostile forces. So I'll show you the table, I'll show you the scenario, and I'll get this underway. Here's my table all set up for Night of the Living T.E.D, the first chapter in the the T.E.D trilogy. And so this is the first mission. I've got all the stuff written out here. You can download this off my Patreon page if you're one of my patrons. You want to check it out. And there will be more missions basically in this cycle going through. Now we got our 3 PCs here. We have Dashing Dash Parker, who is the fixer basically. He's formerly a Vault Dweller. He was from Vault 289, and he's leveled up a little bit. He's got some perks: Locksmith, Perceptive, and Deadshot, and then he's got a rifle specialty for the hunting rifle. And then his gifts and scars: he's bright-eyed and big-brained, but he knows something terrible, and he's cursed for -1 luck. He's advanced some of his skills as well. He's versed in behavior, computer's deception, and then lockpicking and manual dexterity, persuasion, and talking. And then finally, he's got local know-how. He can repair and craft food and drink, and he's good at crafting weapons. We have the Brotherhood of Steel. We have Angel, who's an infantry person. She's got a double-barreled shotgun and some squirrel bits as her gifts from her stuff from last game. And then her perks: she's got steady aim and perceptive. She's a shotgun specialist. And then gifts and scars: she's bright-eyed for +1 perception and dead aim for ignore some cover. But her scars are that she's hunted by her old faction. She's got a rival, which is her old NCO. And then she's got some she's not happy anymore. She's taken some damage, and her most recent scar, she's minus 2 all social tests now. She doesn't trust people. And then Labatts, which is our little Mr. Handy. And he's got Hacker for +2 to computer rolls, and Agile for +5 to agility tests, because of course he floats. And then Perception: he can find booze. He's just really good at finding booze with a name like Labatts. Who knows why? And then his gifts and scars: he's a tech wizard for +2 to all technical tests. He's alert for +2 to perception tests, but he's arrogant for -2 to all charisma tests, and he's got devotion to a little girl named Bessie. Skills-wise, he's good with computers. He can notice things. He's resilient, and then he's got know-how history, know-how robots, know-how science, and know-how craft and repair robots. He's got a handy flamer and a handy buzzsaw for his stuff, and some Mr. Handy fuel that he found during the last game. Should also mention Dash's equipment, I guess. He's got a hunting rifle, 10mm pistol, and a Vault 111 jumpsuit, which is a Vault 289 jumpsuit, iguana stick, and eyeglasses. And then skills for Angel: she's got lockpick, notice, resilience, search and stealth, and then know-how local as well. But she's got repaircraft armor at level 2 now, and repaircraft weapons at level 2, which will help with our settlement because we do have a repair and crafting station for weapons. And so let's talk about the general rules for playing these RPG scenarios. Well, first of all, there will be Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3 bad guys, and that's how much experience you get when you kill one. So in this one, there's 4 Class 1 bad guys and a Class 2 bad guy, and the experience point will go to the model that actually took them out of action. On top of that, during all of these scenarios will last 5 rounds. During round 2 and 4, you always draw an event card. A random event will always take place. So just take all of your event cards from Fallout Wasteland Warfare. I wanted to use these assets. They're not really used in the AI scenarios I've played so far, but I just thought they'd be handy, and they're neat. So you're going to draw an event card, and then there's always going to be 6 searchable items on the table. 3 that are items, so you'll randomly generate an item. There's a cool website with a random item generator for this game, so I don't have to try and shuffle all my cards or take them out of my cool organizer. But if you find an empty one, you have to flip a luck token. If you're lucky, it's a stranger. If you're unlucky, you flip another luck token. If you're lucky, it's a danger. If you're unlucky, it's a creature. And so all of the searchable locations can have different effects. And then finally, as a post-game sequence, because there wasn't really a post-game sequence, I came up with, you always draw an explore card afterwards. You can do exploring as part of the settlement rules, but there's a bunch of stuff to do it. I would say that everyone would just explore the area after the scenario ends. So every PC that's not out of action at the end of the turn will do a little exploring on their way back, and we go to flip a card. Here's our table set up for Night of the Living T.E.D. The Knights in the Commonwealth are quite peaceful, but the PCs have been awoken by flashes of light and the snap of laser weapons close by outside the walls. Readying their weapons, the PCs set off outside to investigate. So the AI settings for this are going to be, for all the first gens with batons, it'll be wipe out for T.E.D. Trying to kill T.E.D. over here. T.E.D. Romero. And then the first gens with their Institute pistols, it's protect. They're trying to protect the first gens with batons. Then finally there's a second gen with a baton. He's trying, or with a second gen with a Institute laser rifle. He's trying to wipe out T.E.D. That's this fellow over here. T.E.D. is an NPC. He'll attempt to shoot the closest AI model visible, taking the aim action to do so if they can. They will not move outside the orange of their starting position and cover. So for no reason will they ever move outside of orange of that little piece of terrain. T.E.D. will activate before either the AI or PCs each round, unless he joins the PCs, in which case he becomes a PC model. And convincing T.E.D. to join the PCs requires an opposed persuade test. This is made if the PC is in base contact with T.E.D. and T.E.D. is not otherwise engaged. The test suffers a +1 modifier to the PC's dice roll for every AI model within green of T.E.D. when the attempt is made. And then battlefield setup, it's a 3x3 table. PCs deploy within orange of the edge nearest to the T.E.D. NPC, so over here. Place 6 searchable items. 3 at 1 items and 3 blank, and place 1 in base contact with a piece of terrain within black of the center of the table, starting as close to the center of the table as possible. So basically every piece of sort of substantial terrain, so let's say this, that, right, until there's 6 placed. The table should be set with a wreckage of the residential area. The homes are long abandoned, look that have at some point been overrun. Place some low cover within black of the PC's table edge along the central point, and then place T.E.D. in contact with the cover with it between the model and the enemy AI edge. One of each type of first-gen synth should be placed within orange of the opposing corners, so over here and over here, and the second gen in the center within orange as well. My faction is going to be 2 Battle Gen 1 synths with batons and 2 with Institute laser pistols, and then a Trooper synth with a Institute laser rifle. The Settler with, a Scavenger with a pipe pistol. And the game duration is 5 rounds. At the ends of rounds 2 and 4, we'll draw an event card. And then, the searchable items will be searchable by the PCs. And so there's all our searchable items. They're within black of the center of the table and not within red of each other. And we are just about ready for deployment of the PCs, which will be anywhere along this table edge, orange. Well, initiative will go to the PCs, but before they activate, T.E.D. gets to go. Now, T.E.D. is going to attempt to shoot the closest AI thing he can see. He can't see anyone, so his activation ends. And we're on to the PCs. Now, I think we're going to ready Labatts, and he's just going to hang out for now. So activations for the AI, 1 will be the Gen 2, 2 and 3 will be the synths with batons, 2 being left, 3 being right, and then 4, 5 will be the pistols, again, 4 being left and 5 being right. So let's use going first. I choose this one, number 5. So that's the right-hand synth with a laser pistol. So attempting to protect his baton friend here from the nearest threat, he's going to head towards Labatts. Now they move yellow, and he'll move 1. Not be in range to fire, so he'll move 2 and get to cover. Back to the PCs, I think we'll ready Angel, and she's just going to hang out as we'll wait for the bad guys to get a little bit closer. Let's see who's going next as far as the Institute. Number 1, all right, it's the Gen 2. Moving yellow, so he'll head to here. And then, is he in range with the Institute laser rifle? Well, that is going to be black plus green, which is roughly 18. Agility 6, but there are 1, 2, 3 pieces of terrain in the way, which is going to make his agility go down to 0. So he won't actually be able to fire, which means he will then move a second time in order to at least neutralize this 1 piece of terrain. Well, like so. All right, well, we're going to ready dash, and that means everyone needs to go in any order I choose. So we'll start with Dash. He can move yellow. He really wants to go and try and convince this fella to join us. So he's going to move. And he's going to move again into cover, but also base to base. An action next turn to try and convince him to leave. Then we're going to go with Angel. And she's pretty good at defending. She can move yellow. So she's going to take a walk yellow with her first move. And then her second move, she's only going to be able to move red. Yellow goes down to orange. But that should be enough to get her into base to base with this searchable item for next turn. And it's Labatts' turn. He can move red and green to charge, but he's got thrusters, which means he ignores difficult ground. I'm tempted just to ignore these synths and go red to here, and then red again, and just kind of fake him out, because I can then go and maybe scoop up some of these items. And he'll end up here in cover. That's the party done, so who's going next on the AI side? Number 4, that's going to be the other Gen 1 synth, this time with the laser pistol, or sorry, over here. And they get to move yellow towards the nearest threat to their pistol friend, which will be Angel in this case. So it moves and is out of range, and then moves again, but attempts to stay in cover because they have protect orders. So moves to that. Up is number 3, which is the synth with the baton over here. Now he's trying to take the closest route to get to, I guess, him. And I think the closest route's going to not take him through this door. It's going to take him around. So he'll move yellow, whoop, to here, and then yellow again. Trying to go as fast as he can towards him. This will be the other Gen 1, and he's going to come piling around the corner here, and then move again to there. Round 1 done. No event this turn, and we're on to round 2 of 5. There'll be an event at the end of that turn. For round 2, Ted's going to go, and he would engage the close AI thing you can see, which is that Gen 2 over there. But there's 2 pieces of cover in the way that he's not in contact with, and that'll make him -4 to his perception of 3 with his pipe pistols. He's not going to hit anything. And I said earlier, he'll aim if he can't do it. He's going to prepare. That's what he actually does. He'll prepare if he can't take a shot yet. He's not heroic, but he can make shoot actions if he's reacting to the close AI. So if a AI model ends within range of his shot, he will automatically do it. And the other action he'll take is if he's engaged with an AI model, he will attempt to break off. First piece he gets to activate. I think we just ready a Labatts. He's just going to be ready. See which AI model goes first. Mixing these up. It's going to be you. Number 5. So that's going to be a Gen 1 synth with laser pistol over here. The nearest threat's going to be Labatts. He's not quite in range with his laser pistol, but he's going to go around to here and touch this cover. And then take a shot. Range is black, so he's definitely in range. It is yellow, black, and green for modifier dice. And then he is going to be using his perception, so he's agility of 4. But he is -4 for the 1-2 piece of terrain, the way the fence and the truck. So he's actually just going to have to move again. And he'll move yellow and walk around to here and touch this fence that's no longer in the way. Well, that means that Ted will potentially fire, but it's going to be 1, 2, 3 pieces of terrain in the way, so he can't hit. So he'll just hold on to his stuff. We ready Angel, and she's just going to bide her time. Guy gets to go. So next up, 5 is gone, is going to be you. Number 3. Number 3 is the second of the baton synths, so this one over here. You attempt to run up and engage. So heading forward, fast as he can. And that will be yellow, and then he's got to hop the fence, which will drop him down to orange. But we'll put him just on the other side, like so. Now, we can definitely draw a line with only 1 piece of terrain in the way, so it's only accuracy 1. Whoa, for him to shoot his pipe pistol. But Ted was going to snap a shot off, so he'll use his ready marker, and he's perception 3 down to 1 because of the piece of terrain in the way. And then pipe pistol is 2 black dice. Does he hit? That's a 2 with a -1. He does! Oh my gosh! It is 1 damage. 1 damage physical against that fella. He is armor 1 physical, 2 because of the cover. So 3 fails, takes a damage. And Ted, those little guys have got a grand total of endurance 4, so almost dead. Well, time for the PCs to activate. That's going to be going down on dash. But who do you want to have go first? I think we have... Well, let's have Ted go first. So these 2 have already activated. The Gen 2 is kind of a threat, and he's also the most durable one. So Dash is going to take a shot with his hunting rifle. Outside of blue, which is good because its accuracy goes up to 2 green. And he's also got perception of 5. And between that and his specialty, rifle specialty for hunting rifle, he'll gain some additional dice. That specialty is going to give him +2 to his test with the hunting rifle, which means that he is perception 5 goes to 7, -4 is 3 or less with 2 green dice. So he gets a critical with a quick action, and then 2 extra damage here. So critical for hitting. Quick action, he might as well prepare. Maybe he'll hang on his quick action and do some talking after this. I was going to talk afterwards, but I think I'll just do some talking after this. So he does quick action, and it's going to be a grand total of 4 damage. The armor on that trooper is 2 physical. So does he block any? 4? No, he does not. It was 2, actually 3 for that one piece of cover. But he doesn't block any of it, so he takes 4 damage. Second action, I think we're going to attempt a persuade test here on T.E.D. And it's an opposed test. It's specialized, or at least skilled in persuasion, so he gets to use an additional black die there. And his charisma is 7. So with 7 charisma, the charisma of the scavenger is going to be 4. So 4 or less to not be persuaded. So for T.E.D, he fumbles and totally beefs it, and oh, sorry, no extra die, and no passing for T.E.D either, but he's unconvinced. Oh, heroic! I guess we might as well use our quick action just to shoot again. Yeah, let's make an attack. Doing the Gen 2 again with 2 green dice, and he's +2 -4 for the cover. So perception of 5 goes to 7 for the bonus for specialty, and then back down to a 3 or less. Beefs it, no damage. Let's have Angel go. These two haven't activated yet, now it has the Gen 2. I'm real tempted to shoot, but our shotgun doesn't shoot very far. It only shoots yellow plus green, so she's not going to be in range if she does that, I don't think. She could move up and touch some cover and do it, but he might get to her then. I think we just wait. We're going to interact with the item. And what is it? Ooh, it's an item. I'll link the website I'm doing. It's called Free Whale Station. It generates 3 items, and I have to reveal the first one right now. So I found a gamma gun. Sweet. Pretty much good right now because unfortunately synths are immune to radiation, but could be handy later. And then Angel's going to move up, and she's going to move into some cover up here. And be done. And then lastly, it's Labatts. Move red. He could go and charge in with his buzzsaw. Decidedly not good with that buzzsaw though. So the other option is we can shoot our flamer. We are agility 6 now. Very tempted to charge in. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go charge into this fella. Like so. But bam. No battle cry, but we do get a free attack for the charge. So we're gonna be agility 6 for melee with a yellow die. We have to choose either a green or a black die for charging. We're going to take a green die. We hit that synth. It's a critical. So 2 critical points, and then -1, which means we still hit. And whatever this effect is, which is nothing in this case. Damage, physical armor of 1. Doesn't block it, takes 2. That still has 1 attack left, or 1 action left, so he might as well swing again with his buzzsaw. No charge bonus this time. A 7 is going to miss. That's all the PCs done. So remaining AI models. Who's going first? Number 2. That's going to be the left-hand Institute pistol. So trying to protect the baton fella here. He's going to move up to try and attack Angel. So he'll move into contact with this pile of rubble to gain some cover. And attempt to shot. Train in the way, won't quite make it. So we'll move again. Trying to head to cover over here. From there, it's going to be number 4, which is the or sorry, number 4 actually would have been this guy. The other one would have been him. So moving towards as quickly as he can. T.E.D with the batons. Then number 2 would have gone. I just got the order of them reversed. And last but not least, looks like it's this fella. So he'll be -2, -4 to try and hit T.E.D. He's at black and green for his accuracy dice, or effect dice rather, and his perception of 6 will go down to, agility of 6 will go down to 2 for the 2 pieces of terrain. Crits, oh, gets that effect plus extra damage. So it goes to damage 2, no bonus effects for this right here. In cover, but the bonus damage, he is going to be 2 resistance. If he gets this, he'll be 3 because of the cover. 4 fails, takes 2 damage. He's only got 3 left. Bottom of turn 2, so we have to flip an event card. So what is our event for right now? Static buildup. Atmospheric conditions create a charge that disrupts electronics. So all computer skills are a -2 penalty for this round. Top of 3. All these come off. He goes first, so he's going to fire wildly. The closest synth he can see is over here. It's in cover. So his agility or his perception of 3 is going to go down to 1, but he can't hit. So shooting a spike pistol, looking for a 1. It is accuracy, 2 black dice. Into the synth baton. 8 will miss. Try again. 3 will miss. Initiative still to the PCs because they have the least models to activate. And so who do we want to have go first? I think we're just going to ready and activate Angel immediately because this synth is getting danger close. So she is going to fire her shotgun. Now she's perception 7, but she also has shotgun specialty for double barrel shotgun. And so she is going to be perception 9 overall. 1 piece of cover in the way that she's not touching is this fence, so down to 7. She's inside yellow, which means it's going to be black, blue, and green as her additional dice for effects. She fails but gains a quick action, so she can just shoot again, and she will. She passes and gains a quick action, and gains the bonuses for breaking the 1 armor down, and then also a star, which is stun. Damage 3, which goes down to, and it's reducing the armor on that synth to 0. So, hey look, he didn't pass, so he's going to take 3 damage. She's have 1 action left, so she's just going to shoot again. Exact same thing, point blank range, looking for a 7. 4 will hit. She gains double star, so totally reduces its damage, and also the Nuka bottle, which does nothing, no bonus. So that's going to be another 3 damage with 0 armor. Hey, doesn't stop any of it, and that'll kill him. Experience point for Angel. She gets another critical point for hitting, and she's done. She's activated. So which AI model is going to go first? Well, there's now 1 less. So let's find out which one's less. It's one of the number 2. Number 2's gone. Setting these up real well. And who's going first? Number 3. Tom over here, so it's going to head towards and climb over some rubble. So climbing the rubble with the first move. Rubble with the second move. Doesn't quite make it, but is very close. Now PCs get to go. I think it's very important that we execute this synth. He has 3 health boxes left, and we're going to activate, we're going to ready and immediately activate Dash. He's going to take a shot with his 10mm pistol. Cover because he's in contact with it. He is perception 5 with his pistol, and 2, sorry, it's a black and a green die at this range. So switching to guns. Too close for missiles, switching to guns. And let's see if he hits. So needing a 5 or less in that synth. Gets a critical point, sweet. And then also hits at armor crack. Armor 0 adds 2 more damage because he's not touching the terrain. And we're at 2 critical. Finish him off, so 1 more hit. He gets a quick action, and he also just does 2 damage with an armor crack, so that'll blow him away. This quick action, he's going to try and persuade. So we get a black die on persuasion tests. And he's got a charisma of 7 for persuasion. Charisma 7 against the charisma of 4 for Ted there. Can he do it? He gets a 10 and fails. And 7 will fail as well. They just can't get it all done. So who's next from the AIs? Let's choose you, number 4. So number 4 is going to be the first of the Gen 1 synths over here. So he doesn't have a protect anymore because that fella's dead. So actually, sorry, they're both dead, which means they're going to switch their AI setting to try and kill. So he is not quite in range. I don't think he can actually hit, which means he's going to shorten his movement to clamp on this pile of rubble. And be at -2 because they're actually -4 actually because there's 1 2-piece of terrain in the way. So he's just gonna move again and go touch this rubble. So they only be -2. That's left. I think he's gonna activate and just do some stabbing. Orange effect die to try and stab this synth. He hits with a quick action. So it is damage 2 against armor 1. Failed armor roll, and this fella does. That's an XP for him. Leaves just the type 2 left, and he'll activate immediately. And to try and kill poor old Ted. Being at -4 to hit, he'll need a 2 or less, and he is firing his Institute rifle with a black and a green effect die. So 2 or less. Misses, but there's a ton of damage if he'd hit. Tries again. That's a 3, which still misses. Round 4. At the end of this round, we'll have to draw another event card. The AI actually has initiative right now, but Ted still gets to go first. So he's going to take a shot at, again, -2 for cover, so agility 1 into that one synth who's closest. So agility 1 with his pipe pistol. It has 2 black effect dice. That'll miss, and then try again. That'll miss. The AI player going first. There's both a laser pistol and an institute rifle synth left, and the pistol's going first. So it has switched to kill orders because both of the baton dudes are dead now, which means it's going to try and kill Ted. So ignoring all but one piece of cover, he'll become agility 2 and try and shoot with his laser pistol. His institute pistol has a black, yellow, and green effect die. Ooh, could be bad. 2 or less. Crits! Oh, so 2 armor crack, which takes his armor from 3 down to 1, and a bonus damage, which makes it damage 2. This could almost kill him. So armor 1 doesn't pass. He's going to go to 4 damage. 1 endurance left, and then he's going to shoot again. 2 or less. And quick action with 2 armor crack and 4 damage. Oh man! All right. Well, let's see. I don't think you can survive this because it's 4 or 3 damage right now. Nope, fails it with 2 armor crack, and Ted is out. Some serious consequence at the end of the game. I guess we just try and finish off old Cynthia over there. So let's start with Angel. No, let's start with Dash. He's going to ready and just activate immediately. And he's going to hunting rifle shot into that synth back there. 2 green dice. He's shooting on an effective 7. Goes down 4, so down to 3. 3 or less. That's going to miss. Second time acting. That's going to miss as well. Good job, buddy. Bonus actions. All right, well, there we go. So with the target dead, the A then finally switches to just kill. And so they're just going to try and attack the nearest model. And that means that he will be trying to attack Angel. So 1 2-piece of terrain in the way, which would be -4. So his agility goes down to 2 with his institute laser rifle. He's inside of black, which means it's black, yellow, green to hits. 2 or less. Oh, hits with +2 damage. So it becomes damage 3 with an armor crack. She'll lose her armor for being against that terrain. And then her natural armor is 2 or less. And this is energy damage. Actually, sorry, she's 2 or less for energy damage as well. But she rolls a 4, takes 2. He's criticals, but he attacks again. And hits again. Oh my gosh, 3 damage armor crack. She's resistance 2 against what is it? Energy, but she takes 2 more and goes to 5, or 3 more and goes to 5. Health left. She is in trouble, man. Well, all of the AI models have gone now, so Angel's going to activate. She's ready to activate right away, because we're just going to go again after this. And she is just going to shotgun surgery this synth. Inside yellow, so she is black, green, blue. And she is hitting on a 9. Goes to not 9, so she's just hitting on 9s. But she fails it, and then she tries one more time, just to do 4 damage here. She crits, totally hits, and gets a disarm. So she knocks the pistol out of his hand, and does potentially 3 damage. He ignores that piece of terrain because she's in contact with it. So he's a 1 or less to reduce it. Nope, he takes 3. Disarmed. All right, well then it's just good old Labatts' turn. So Labatts is just going to fly over. We could maybe kill... he could probably charge the second action. He's going to fly across here, and then do it again, get in the melee. And he'll gain the green die for accuracy, and he is rolling a yellow die normally, so it's 6 or less with his agility. 2 will hit with an armor break. Armor 2 goes down to 1, but he breaks it, so he only takes 1 damage, which will take him to a grand total of 5. And then Labatts does gain a critical point, which means that his next attack will automatically hit a black die and still be damaged too. But it's just the legendary Dash Parker left. Oh no, actually he missed twice, so it's new turn. Event takes place. What's the event for this round? Unbelievable heat. The heat seems to have a physical weight of its own, pressing down. Each player picks one of their models simultaneously this round. The selected model will get 1 action, not 2. So we'll randomly generate which of the 2 AI models it is. It's going to be number 4, so it's the synth over here. It starts to short circuit from all the heat and damage, I guess. And we'll get 1 action. E3 for the PCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, so it's Angel. These 2 are pretty stressed out. So that was end of 4. Top of 5 is the last turn of the game. Is going first this round. Is it going to be the pistol or the trooper? It's the pistol. So disarmed with 1 action. That's not disarmed. That just means that she didn't have to she doesn't get affected by the slow loading is what that means. So he gets one action. He's just going to try and shoot Angel. 4 black, green, blue against Angel. And she only has 1 health left. So if this hits her, she's in trouble. It doesn't just hit her, it does additional damage and 2 armor breaks. Not that it matters because she's against energy. So she's energy resistance 2 and it's 2 damage right now. Does she block it? Nope, she's out. Since 1 action. Well, let's just go with Labatts. He's going to attempt to make the stabs. And he's going to get an additional black die to his yellow die because he's going to use critical points. And he beefs it. Roll the steel dice. It cracks armor twice, takes it to 0, and does a grand total of 3 damage. So does he block it? No, his armor 0. So that's going to put him at 8, and he is almost dead. He's got 1, but he spends all the criticals to do so. Second attack now will just be on normal agility 6. 10's a miss. Well, Dash, you have to avenge Angel, so I guess you just go shoot. Do you shoot your 10mm pistol? I feel like you do. I feel like you just shoot your 10mm pistol, you're within blue, so it's going to be black and green. You're using your perception of 5, minus 2, so 3 because of the cover. Hits and crits, so 2 critical points. And the Nuka-Cola bottle doesn't trigger anything, so it's just 2 damage. Armor 2 because of the cover. Nope, fails, takes 2 and dies. Alright, well, that's just improvised attacks all day long from the last of the second gens into poor old Labatts. Yeah, improvised attack, does a hit. He's strength 6. 6 or less. Hits, so it's 1 damage. And armor on Labatts is going to be physical 3. Passes, takes no damage. Second attack, armor on that, will hit as well. And fails it, takes damage for Labatts. And that is the end of the game. We are done. So at the end of it all, we have to check our victory conditions. And unfortunately, we did not persuade. So first of all, Ted died, or Ted was knocked out. And also, we didn't successfully persuade Ted. So we had 2 victory conditions for the defenders. And that was for Ted to survive the end of the game, and for Ted to survive the end of the game and join the PCs as part of their party. So neither of those things happened, so the defender did not win. The attacker got a minor victory if Ted's brief explanation of what's happening helps inform the PCs what's happening in the Institute's presence. If the Ted is killed but the PCs persuaded him to join the party, that was a minor victory for the AI. But Ted was killed and the PCs did not persuade him to join their party. So synth presence in the area drastically increases as outlined in the next scenario. So for our next scenario, there's going to be a lot more synths in the area. So now in my modified post-game sequence, we have to test for all the PCs that were knocked out over the course of the game to see what happens. Now, when you are knocked out, as Angel was, you have to make an endurance check afterwards. If you pass, you're totally fine. You regain all your health for the next mission. But if you fail, you gain a scar. Now, anyone can apply their level of medical training as long as they weren't knocked out during the course of the game. Unfortunately, nobody here has it, so they're not going to try and help her. If you totally fail, though, and roll a fumble, you're dead. Just super dead. If you roll a fumble with a quick action, though, you're just going to get a scar. So it's only the natural X on this die. That one right there. I think there's just 1. No, there's 2. So there's a 10% chance of you dying. 6. So she fails. Her endurance is 5. She's going to generate another scar. 33 possible results. 8. Number 8 is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. So she's a dullard. She loses in intelligence. She's not interested in the world around her anymore. Exploring the area, we get to draw 2 explore cards, 1 for each character. So for the first one, for Dash, Swap Mart. You hear about a market where people across the area gather to exchange possessions. Up to 3 times during the settlement phase, discard 1 card in your pool and draw a new card of the same type to replace it. Sweet. And then for Labatts, Super Mutant Camp. This corner of the camp is piled with all sorts of equipment and seems less guarded. Either grab something in raw, so draw an item, or move stealthily. Test agility up to 3 times. You stop if you fail. Do the following for each test. Draw 2 items and keep 1, or gain a damage. Ooh, he's got lots of damage left, so he's going to do 3 of these tests, try and find 3 items. Agility 6, his first one. He's fine, so he gets to draw 2 items and pick 1. The first one, he finds a mole rat meat. And then the second one, he finds an Institute laser rifle. Cool, I mean, that would make sense. So we'll keep the Institute laser rifle. Second agility test, he fails, takes 2 damage, but he's okay. And then the third one, he fails again and takes another damage. We found an Institute laser rifle. We can do stuff with that. All right, well, we lost. So we're only going to get 120 creds, so we get to 175. We could build some stuff. Our settlement right now has 2 generators, so we can power 2 things. We have a weapon workbench to draw a weapon mod if we want. We've got a crop field to draw food and drink. We've got a weapons one, so we could draw 2 weapon cards and keep 1 if we want. I think we're going to power the weapons. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. We're just going to power the weapons, and I think we'll buy another store so we can keep another boost or item cards. We can keep our gamma gun and our institute laser rifle in storage if we want, and not take them with us. Although, actually, you know what? We'll put the institute laser rifle on Angel, because she's actually able to carry it, and we'll just put the gamma gun, or the gamma rifle. We can hang on to 2 things now, which is handy. And then we're going to work the weapons workbench. What's cool is we can generate any 2 rifles. Sorry, is it any 2 weapon cards? Any 2... I think it's just weapon cards. Any 2 weapon cards. So let's see what we got. So any weapon... Whoa. Find a bit... Okay, so we have to push this button. We find a cryo grenade and a fragmentation mine. I swap meet to redraw that. I just think it'd be cool too. We find a Molotov cocktail. Sweet. Weapons workbench, so we can draw and keep 1 weapon mod. Can't do because we don't have a gun nut. So we'll use the crop field. Yes, we do have a water pump, so we'll use the crop field instead. I didn't realize I didn't have a I didn't have a blacksmith or a weaponsmith. I didn't know I built that. So we're gonna get any food item. Where is it? Food. Nuka cherry. Sweet. So there we go. We've got Night of the Living T.E.D done and dusted. So yeah, with the consequences of this first mission in play, we're going to go into the next mission, which you'll see in 2 weeks, which is Dawn of the T.E.D. The PCs basically search through the effects of the unconscious or knocked out or dead T.E.D, and find some evidence that he had come from a direction of a local town, the local downtown area, and that he had been in a local tiki bar. There was some effects, like an old matchbook or something like that on his person that had some notes scribbled in it. So we'll see you for that in 2 weeks. Big thanks for watching, and we'll have more Fall Wasteland Warfare in the future. At least a couple more missions in this series, and you can download this one along with the sort of modified rules I'm using for settlements and for post-game and for during game on my Patreon page. There'll be a link below in the description. So big thanks for watching. Thanks out Mash. Happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.